Welcome back, yogis, to day 19 of Go Love Yourself. We are going to start off today in tabletop. Let's go there and take a few breaths to center in. Hands just in front of the shoulders to take some pressure off of the wrists, knees underneath hips. Close the eyes and just allow the head to hang down. So letting the head hang down like the gravity of a bowling ball, just releasing in between the shoulders. Taking a few breaths, filling up the lungs like a container from the bottom to the top. And then exhaling those breaths from the top to the bottom. And we'll start to move the body here by tucking the toes under and then just lifting the knees off of the floor, coming into a bit of a plank position. And then we'll take the knees down towards the mat, send the hips back towards the heels. Lengthen out through the sides of the body, release the forehead towards the floor. Shift the weight forward, lift through the knees, push out through the heels. Lower belly draws in. And then knees back to the floor, keep the toes tucked, hips back towards heels. Lengthen out, surrender. And this time when we come up into our plank position, we're going to add just a little bit. We'll lift the tailbone, look up, let the heart drop between the shoulders, and then tuck the tailbone, push into the hands, round through the upper back. Feel that activation of the muscles through the upper back and in between the shoulder blades. And we'll do one more in either direction, lifting the tailbone slightly, feeling a little bit of a stretch through the front body, lifting through the heart. And then one more as we push into the palms of the hands, tuck the tailbone, chin tucks in slightly, rounding through the upper back. And then from there, we're going to lift the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog, keeping the knees nice and bent as though you were about to jump forward. Lengthen out through the back of the neck. And then straighten through the left leg. Shift the hips over towards the right as you bring a deep bend into that right knee. We'll shift it back through center, bending through the other side, shifting the weight of the hips over towards the left. And then one more time each way. Keeping the hips moving up and back. And then we'll straighten out through both legs. Lift the tailbone. Spin the upper leg muscles in towards the center. And then ripple the weight of the body forward, coming back into a plank position, dropping the knees down towards the ground. Let's sweep our feet towards the side and come through seated. So just beginning this practice a little bit stronger than we sometimes do. Let's take the hands, reach them out. Turn the palms to face upwards towards the ceiling. And see if you can get a little bit more rotation through the arms and the hands. And then we'll take the hands and just reach them behind, feeling that stretch across the front of the chest. Really soften through the shoulders here. Release any tension from the neck. Let's lift through the chest, lift through the sternum, look up towards the ceiling. And then from here, we'll take it into a twist, reaching the left hand over towards that right side. Sweeping it back through center, over the opposite direction. Coming back through center, reach those arms out one more time. Spiral the palms up and then maybe slightly back, lifting through the chest, looking up. A slight back bend here. Let's take the right hand down towards the mat, reach the left fingertips up and over. And then we'll take this right hand, sweep it over towards the left knee, and see if you can twist slightly. Keep that left hand moving up and over. We'll unwind, bring it back through center, reaching the hands out one more time. And then left hand comes down, right hand reaches up and over, grounding down through that right hip. So it's a stretch from that grounded right sit bone up and over, out through the right fingertips. And then we'll take the left hand, reach it towards the right knee, and just explore a little bit of range of motion here, looking for that juicy spot where you can feel a deep stretch along the muscles of the spine, into the right shoulder. And then we'll bring it back up through center. Take the palms together, bend through the elbows, lift through the chest, and then draw hands down through heart center. Releasing the palms, let's slide it once more into our tabletop position. From our tabletop, we have our toes tucked under. We're going to push into the heels, lift the knees, find our plank position. And then from our plank position, we're going to slide that right leg forward, taking it into our pigeon pose. So right foot slides over towards the left side. We'll walk that left foot back. Gaze back towards the left foot. Make sure it's straight out from the left leg. So the hip and the leg and the foot all in one nice long line. Lift through the chest here. And then we're going to come down and twist a little bit. So we're going to take the left elbow towards the mat. Take the hands into a prayer position. Push into that left elbow, turn towards the right. Releasing the hands back to the mat. Let's take the hands, walk them over towards the right side. And then look over top of that right shoulder towards the back toes. So you should feel a deeper stretch into the left hip, the left side body. And we'll take the hands back towards center. Tuck the back toes. Step it back into our plank position. Holding plank for 3, 2, 1. And then sliding that left leg forward, same position that we did on the other side. So balancing out that back leg, drawing the right hip forward, left hip back. We'll take a moment just to lengthen through the upper body. Draw the shoulders back, reach the heart forward, and then walking it forward just far enough so that we can plant that right elbow, hands into prayer, turn towards the side. Feel a slight lift through the heart center, the upper back in between the shoulder blades, lengthening out the spine, taking the breath into any dark, tight spaces. And then walking hands back towards center, lifting through the upper body. Let's take the hands this time over towards the left, wrap towards the left, look back towards the right toes. And then one more time, hands back through center, tuck back toes, step it back into plank position, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. From our downward dog, I'm just going to turn sideways on the mat in case you need to see. So from our downward dog, we're going to shift the weight of the body forward, coming into our plank position. We're going to lower down onto the belly. You can take the knees down or keep the knees lifted. Shift the weight of the body forward, keep the elbows hugged in. Slowly start to lower, hips coming down last. We'll plant the hands at chest level, ground into the palms, lift through the upper body. Exhale to lower. Roll the shoulders open, ground the palms, inhale to lift. And then from here, start to round the spine, engage the core, lift back up into tabletop position, sweep the feet out towards the side. Legs will come out in front, soles of the feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. 3 deep full breaths, closing the eyes. Rounding out our practice with just a bit more of an internal reflection, noticing the breath, appreciating the body. And then hands to the outside of the knees. Draw the knees together. Plant the soles of the feet. Take the hands towards heart center. Sit tall. Chin reaches down towards the chest. Namaste, yogis. And Sagira has come to say her hello. She waited this time till the very end. So hello for Anne and Sagira. Make a great day.